Mention politics on the streets of Tunis right now and you risk touching some raw nerves. But alongside the most passionate, calmer voices are also reflecting on the situation.
I can see in the picture nobody that has a good, I shouldn't say ideology in the negative way, a good theory, a good plan for resuscitation.
These are the people who have been stepping forward, demonstrating on the capital's most prestigious street for 3 days in a row, following the ouster of the country's president and the collapse of the government. While demonstrators on the streets are catching all the attention, this image here is typical of what's happening in Tunis. People are buying food, trying to go back to their daily lives and going back to work. Fruit and vegetable sellers call out their wares to shoppers keen to restock their kitchens for the first time in days. It was the death of an unlicensed fruit seller earlier this month which had sparked the unrest that ultimately led to the toppling of President Zain al-Abidin Ben Ali. Trams are packed with commuters returning to jobs in the city center, including one woman who had planned to leave Tunisia under Ben Ali's rule but has now decided to stay.
Tunisian people are people that makes a new phase in their life, founding a real democracy, not a democracy of masks.
Among those returning to work were ministers in the unity government, preparing to get on with the job of running the country.
God willing, this government will remain. We acknowledge the right to demonstrate, and now they can express their views and criticise the government, and the state TV broadcast this to the public. And the demonstrations continue peacefully, even if they call for dissolving the government.
Meanwhile, opposition parties are having to explain to frustrated members why they are preparing to sit down alongside their political foes in a unity government. If the government falls, a military regime will be the other option. The sacrifices of the people of Tunisia do not deserve the politicians handing over the country to a military regime without freedom of expression or political parties. Is this what the people of Tunisia made sacrifices for? So far, the army has been restricted to guarding government buildings and other strategic points, and they left the police to confront any demonstrations. But political observers are worried that if this government falls apart, the army will control running this country. Rima Maktabi, CNN, Tunis, Tunisia.